Hello everybody, and welcome to the third of 4 meditations on Unity Consciousness, and a big thank you for adding your energies to this project. For this meditation, we're using the water element because we will be freeing a stuck emotion or emotions and allowing more emotional flow and freedom within you for change and harmony on this planet. Since we are all so connected, what one person does for herself or himself is also done for the whole of humanity. This is how humanity evolves, one soul at a time. Even though we won't be specifically calling in the elements, they will be assisting us today with a special attention from the water elementals. I hope you all have your paper with the emotion you wish to free. This could be any type of resistance to change or fear of change you may have detected within yourself. And be gentle with yourself by not placing any judgment on these emotions. Just accept them and own them. We don't need to judge them. It's perfectly normal to have these flow blockages within our emotional body. Everybody has them. But the good news is that by identifying them and owning them, we can then get rid of them. And that is what we will be doing in this meditation. Part of living in unity consciousness is exposing ourselves to others and accepting others as they are. And this may bring up feelings of vulnerability, which would be a good issue to work on in this meditation. Also, you may choose to address fears of not being accepted, also called persecution. And this is a common pain or fear in the emotional body relating to living in unity consciousness. So if you haven't dug up anything for yourself, those are 2 suggestions that you may want to use in the meditation for your own growth and healing. So we will be releasing these emotional blockages in the first part of the meditation. So take a moment to write them down on your piece of paper if you haven't already done so. There's an energy grid around the planet called the Christ Consciousness Grid, which I will sometimes refer to just as the grid. So the grid's purpose is to raise consciousness to a level of unity for change and harmony on the planet. For years I have been working on a copper replica of the grid, which is a sacred geometry, and we call this the Christ Consciousness Device, or CCD. The CCD is a powerful meditation device that is connected to and in direct resonance with the grid around the planet. We use this sacred geometry in meditation to facilitate the connection to and the resonance with the grid. For more information about the CCD or to purchase one for yourself, please visit SaggiCor.com and follow the links to the Indiegogo page. For this meditation, you should have a printed picture of the CCD or the CCD itself in front of you. As mentioned, the CCD is in direct resonance with the grid around the planet, and it will be drawing in Christ-light energy to you during the meditation. If you have the printed picture, it represents the sacred geometry of the grid and will also be assisting in bringing energy to you. I also hope you've taken a few moments to look at the videos of the spinning geometries, the one of the CCD and the one of the grid. The idea behind this was to allow you to be familiar with these geometries because we will be traveling through them in the meditation. So the meditation will be in 2 parts. In the first part, we will be working on the personal level to release blockages to unity consciousness. And in the second part of the meditation, we will be working collectively, bringing in Christ-light energy to the earth to help the planet and humanity evolve towards unity consciousness. We will be invoking the element of water and using the waters of the planet to clear away resistance to unity consciousness energy flows. I'd like to direct your attention to the geometry you have in front of you now. It's a dodecahedron with 12 stellations or points added to it. Imagine each rod of copper on your CCD as a flow of white rose Christ light. This Christ light energy flow in this particular sacred geometry pattern is the Christ Consciousness Grid, also called Unity Consciousness. This is the first flow of energy we will be going in during the meditation. In the second part of the meditation, we will be going to a stellation point. Now there's a spinning vortex of light generated at the center of the CCD, and 12 beams of light shoot out of the vortex and leave the CCD through the stellation points. This is what it looks like to me. So there are the streams of energy flowing throughout the geometry, and there are the 12 beams of light at the stellation points. I hope everybody can visualize that, because there is a difference and we will be traveling to both of these parts in the meditation. And as I said, this is the exact replica of the Christ consciousness grid around the planet. So we will be traveling through the grid in this geometric pattern. I want you to make a good mental note of these two different flows of energy. In the first part of the meditation, we will be going into the streams of light that form the geometry. And during the second part of the meditation, we will be going to the beams of light at the stellation points. So I hope you can all visualize that. Let's do it again. This is the beams, and this is the geometry. So the geometry, first part of the meditation, will be flowing through the geometry. And in the second part of the meditation, we're going to points, and we will be in these beams of light going directly to Earth. Okay, so we're about to begin our meditation, and to do so, I invite you to light your candle now. And once your candle is lit, please take a minute to get in a comfortable position that you can hold for about 20 minutes. Then take 3 deep breaths to clear your mind and prepare to go inward. With your eyes open, bring your attention to the sacred geometry of the CCD. Now close your eyes and imagine the same geometry around the whole planet. This is the Christ consciousness grid. Notice how the vortex of the grid coincides with the Earth's core. This will look like a ball of golden light to you. Now send a cord of light from the base of your spine all the way down to the Earth's core. This is your grounding cord. Feel like you're diving down through the earth, taking your cord with you. Take your time and draw it all the way down. When you see the ball of light, dive into it and connect your cord. Make your connection permanent. I like to grow roots out of my grounding cord. You can use any means you wish. You can sew it in, tie it in, drop an anchor, or wrap it all around. Whatever works best for you to make sure you will stay connected with the earth at all times. Very good. Now start drawing up a ball of golden light through your grounding cord. As it rises, it widens your cord and strengthens it. Feel the power of this golden ball as it makes its way up to you at the surface. As this light reaches the base of your spine, send it throughout your whole body, nurturing you from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. Feel the increased stability. Feel your energy uplifting. Continue to raise your energy. This feels like you're lifting up, rising and rising. As your frequency rises, you begin to resonate with the frequencies of the Christ light. This energy is white with a tint of rose in it. A wave of Christ light energy washes over you. Synchronize yourself with this energy. Another wave washes over you. And another. And another. And another. until it is a constant flow. The Christ light now enters your spiritual body, which resonates with this frequency. The energy continues down to enter and fill your mental body, purifying your thoughts and aligning them with unity consciousness. The energy continues. It works its way down to fill your emotional body, allowing emotions to flow freely and in full alignment with unity consciousness. The Christ light then reaches your physical body, and you feel sparkles of energy throughout all of your cells. Your entire being is now awash in the white rose Christ light energy. You're fully aligned with unity consciousness. Call on your spirit guide now. See your guide appear in front of you in loving glory. As you take hold of your guide's hand, your energy rises even more. Your guide is taking you to the Christ consciousness grid around the earth. As you float upward, your energy expands even more. Off in the distance, the energy flows of the grid begin to come into focus. You can recognize the pattern of the grid. See the flowing rivers of liquid Christ light that form the sacred geometry. Getting closer and closer, you now feel the softness of this white rose light. The most nurturing love energy washes over you as you are now right next to the grid. Do not enter just yet. Pause here for a moment. Sense how wonderfully peaceful and soothing this energy feels. See if you can get a sense of the size of this stream of light. It is so big, it looks like a wall of light, even though the stream is circular. While waiting next to the stream, bring your attention to the emotional blockage you'd like to release. Put an image to it. See it clearly in your mind. Where is it in your emotional body? Is it residing in one of your chakras? Is this energy block affecting a part of your physical body? Cultivate your intent to release this energy block. Assisted by your guide, enter the grid now. Feel the streams of energy picking you up as you begin to flow through the grid. Call on the water element and feel the streams of energy turning to water. Feel as if you begin to float as the water rises. You can imagine that you're in a boat, or just on any kind of flotation device, or just swimming through the water. But let the water carry you. Only if you're comfortable with this, allow yourself to be completely submerged by water. Sense the waters flowing through your energy bodies, cleaning your energy. Feel you're becoming one with the water element. Begin to associate with the flexibility of water. Now see the image that you gave to your emotional blockage. And watch your energy flow around it, just like the water would flow around a rock in a stream. Sense the water element begin to clear away your energy blockage. As it encounters this blockage, it begins to erode it away. As it gets smaller and smaller, Sense how this affects the energy flow in your body. With your obstacle completely released now, allow the water to drain out. Feel the water pulling out any remaining stuck energy out of your space. Feel how clean your space is now. If you identified a chakra where the blockage is, feel how much more energy flows through that chakra. Sense how this new energy flow in your emotional body affects the physical body as well. If you identified a part of your physical body that was affected by this blockage, sense that part of your physical body healing. This sometimes feels like a little tingle or a warmth. Now fill in the voided space with pure Christ-light energy. And feel your whole emotional body be uplifted by this new space being filled in with Christ-light. This feels so good. Sense now how your entire energy flow has changed. Not just in the area where the obstacle resided, but your entire emotional body is flowing much better now. Focus on this new flow within you. Your emotional body has changed. Get acquainted with it. With unimpeded energy flow in your emotional body comes a lot of freedom. With this blockage removed, you have better flow and you have more space now. Okay, we're going to travel to a stellation point now. So follow your guide to a stellation point of the sacred geometry. Don't go in it just yet. Feel the power and the size of these streams of light. The energy here feels very different. We will make good use of our special status to bridge the energy between spirit and matter. Assisted by your guide, step into the beam now. Sense the energy stream going through you and being modulated to the frequencies of the physical plane. The energy is being attuned for all of humanity. Choose your favorite ocean on the planet and direct the beams going through you directly into it. Sense how the Christ-light energy is charging up that body of water. All of the oceans on the planet are being charged up with pure Christ-light energy. The oceans begin to rise. All bodies of water on the land rise as well. Rivers, streams, and lakes, all overflowing and spreading onto the land. And see the waters of the oceans also spreading throughout the land. The waters are completely cleansing the land, purifying it, removing any old blocks that prevent unity consciousness energy from flowing freely on the planet. These blockages are points of resistance that have built up over thousands of years. As these blockages are washed away, the vacant space is instantly filled with divine Christ-light energy. Sense how the unity consciousness can now flow unimpeded all around the planet. The waters begin to recede now, draining away all that negative energy with it, leaving behind a sparkly clean planet. Okay, step out of the beams now and return to the regular flows of the grid. From here, watch the water levels of the ocean return to their normal level. Notice how they are still glowing with the purest Christ-light energy. watch the rivers, streams, and lakes return to their regular levels as well. That was fantastic work. And now it's time to relax, a well-earned rest. So let yourself be carried through the grid by the gentle energy flows. And take this moment to let your energy settle following that intense work. Allow the excess charge to leave your space and go into the Christ-like flows of the grid. Before we leave the grid, enjoy one last infusion of Christ light, just for yourself. One last special gift to bring back with you to the physical realm. Okay, prepare to leave the grid now. Exit the grid and slowly float back down to your body, which has been waiting for you in total safety. See yourself gently approaching the surface of the earth. As you re-enter your body, bring your awareness to the new level of Christ-light energy in your system. Take a moment to spread this light to every cell of your physical body. And set your intention to carry this energy with you wherever you go and to infuse it in everything you do. Now slowly wiggle your fingers and toes, move your arms and legs, but keep your eyes closed for a few more seconds. While coming back to full physical awareness, send yourself some gratitude for taking the time to do this important service work. Now sense the gratitude coming to you from your guide and other masters of light for the very real and very wonderful work you have just completed. Come back fully now and open your eyes when you are ready. Our work is done. Okay, welcome back to your body in full physical awareness. I hope you had a wonderful journey in the grid, but your job is not quite done. We still have a little task to do. We will be using the water element again to drain away any leftover energetic traces of unity consciousness blockage that we worked on in the meditation. So your task is really simple. Just crumble up your piece of paper and flush it down the toilet. Watch it go down the drain while you hold the intention of letting go any last bits of attachment to what you have written on that piece of paper. Let go of those last traces of stuck energy within your system and watch them literally go down the drain for good. All right, good job everybody. And many thanks for adding your special energy to integrate unity consciousness on the planet. Many blessings to you all.